Hi, welcome. I'm Alison Owens, so I'm from the University of Manchester, and I'm here today to talk to you about the School of Computer Science. So just to give you a bit of history into our school, so our school is the birthplace of the modern computer, and we have the very first stored program, which was called the Baby, which was built in 1948. Now, just to give you a bit of background into the capacity that the memory for the storing capacity of the computer is it's 32 bits of memory, which seems really, really small in today's society. But back in 1948, this was a tremendous achievement for the school. We were also the first institute to offer a degree in computer science, which was in 1964. And we are very proud to be the pioneers of computer science and have been awarded the best environment in the UK for computer science and research, because our school is a research-led institute and the research leads our teaching. So a bit of other exciting news that happened this year is that on the 2nd of November, the school celebrated the Spinnaker's 1 millionth processors. So a bit of background about the Spinnaker is it's the world's largest neuromorphic supercomputer, which is built built the same way as a human brain. So just to quote Stephen Ferber, who created the Spinnaker completely rethinks the way a conventional computer works. So we've essentially created a machine that works more like a brain than a traditional computer. So if you imagine that your brain's built up of many, many neurons, so the Spinnaker is also doing the same, where it has 1 million processors, so it's like 1 million neurons. So it's the same capacity as a mouse's brain, for example. So what do we offer? So with the School of Computer Science, we offer a variety of courses. So for a bit of an overview, we offer single honours courses. So these are computer science, artificial intelligence, software engineering, and computer systems engineering. And they all follow a very, very common first year where we build the fundamentals and you start learning programming language such as Java. We also offer some joint honour courses such as computer science and maths. Now these are split down the middle, a 50-50 split, and you'll be half in computer science and half over at the Alan Turing building, which is conveniently located behind the School of Computer Science. One of our new joint honour courses that we offer is the Humans-Computer Interaction, which combines psychology with computer science. We generally have about between 10 and 15 entry per year, but this is learning about the user experience for the industry. All of our courses offer a year in industry, which I will talk about further on in the presentation. The great thing about a lot of our courses is that we offer such flexibility, so you can gravitate and move between your single honours courses. So if you are in your first year and you're studying computer science, then you're like, oh, this isn't for me, maybe I should go and do artificial intelligence instead, because I really, really like those modules. Then you can quite easily manoeuvre from computer science, for example, into artificial intelligence. So there's a lot of flexibility and freedom. Same with industrial experience. If you haven't already opted into it into your first year, you can opt in to do a year in industry, which I would highly recommend personally. If you are doing the BSc and you'd also like to carry on and do the MEng, this is also available to you, but you would be required to be maintaining a score of 60% or above. So let's talk about the course. So the first year. The first year is quite exciting. So you'll be new, you'll be meeting lots of new people from different countries, internationally and UK based. And so the first year is about learning the basics. So you could have little experience or a lot of experience. And we take that you have no experience whatsoever, because things that you may have learned in the past may not actually translate well into what the industry is looking for. So we develop your solid core fundamentals. So we'll be looking at programming languages such as Java, and we'll also be looking at going into the fundamentals of artificial intelligence, for example, and software engineering. First year is also a really good opportunity where you do your first year project. Now this is where you'll be teamed with maybe 5 or 6 other people, and you'll be set the task of building a live website. So this is where you put your coding language to practice, and you'll be building a website which could be anything from where's the nearest place I can get my clothes laundered, for example, which was someone's project a few years ago. So going into the second year, this is where you can specialise in your core modules, or specialise in in the core modules that you'll be doing. So the year is made up of 120 credits in total. So there'll be 60 that are core and 60 that are optional. So this is where you can start tailoring the course so it'll be exactly what you want when you go out into the industry. So that may be more systems engineering if that's the area you want to get into, or it could be more algorithm based. So that there is a lot of option, a lot of scope to kind of tailor the course for it to be what you want. This is also where you can do your software engineering team project. So then migrating into your third year, this is either where you'll be doing your final year project, or hopefully you'll be going into a year in industry. So that's a whole year out in industry. And then going into your final year, this is where you'll be doing your advanced topics, and you'll also be mainly focused on your final year project. Now, what is great about the final year project is that you'll be given a specific academic who you'll meet weekly, and they'll guide you and assist you with your final year project. Depending on what you decide to do, you'll be specifically assigned an academic who's that specialist area. So how do we teach? Well, we have a variety of lectures. So we have large lectures and also very small lectures. So our large lectures can comprise of 250 plus students, and then our smaller ones can house up to 60. All of our lectures are podcasted, so they're really good for you. So if you are struggling a little bit and you want to reflect over a lecture, then you can quite easily go back and just kind of re-listen to the lecture and just kind of go over the notes. We also offer practical labs, so that's where you're sat in front of a computer and you're learning some coding or you're building some software, and that's very hands-on, and you'll have a few academics around who will be helping within the labs, and also some of their teaching assistants. As I've mentioned previously, you'll be doing your first year project and other team projects throughout the years, and so there's small group tutorials as well, which are led by an academic. We also have guest lectures from a variety of industries. So we have people such as Goldman Sachs coming in, and they'll be doing a lecture, or Google. So we've had previous students come in who have now graduated, and they'll come and talk about what it's like to work at Google, and also how they build algorithms within Google. So the year in industry, I know this is what you've all been waiting for. So this is 9 to 12 months of industry, and it's a paid full salary. The tuition fee that you pay is significantly less. Now we have 100 plus students that go out each year, and every year that is increasing. It's very, very popular, and I would highly recommend that you opt in for a year in industry. It's a great opportunity for you to not only gather experience working within an industrial environment, but also developing your soft skills, so interacting with other people in the industry and just learning how to interact within a team. A lot of our graduates do get headhunted and will be offered a job off the back of their year in industry. So a lot of people go out to the UK, like a lot of people go down to London, but we also have a lot of people that have gone overseas. So we've had quite a lot of people going to Silicon Valley and worked with Google. We've had a few that have gone into CERN, and a lot of them have also, like I know one of my graduates has also gone in, and he's now got a permanent position in CERN, so he regularly comes back and does talks also. What we also have is we have a dedicated employability team, so that's led by an academic called Duncan Hull, and he's there to guide you and help assist you in regards to whether it's developing your interview skills, cover letters, and how to apply. We also do a Q&A panel in your second year, where third years who have just come back off industrial experience, and maybe 4 or 5 of them, will sit and do a Q&A about what it's like to work in their job that they've just been in. And it's a really great opportunity to get an insight and to ask them questions. So as you can see from the presentation, we have 96% of our graduates going to do a professional or managerial job. The rest of the percentage actually go on to do further education, so be that a master's. So our students. Now, so there's a student in this picture, and that's Ioana. She's one of our second year Romanian students, and she is super lovely. I've worked with her numerous times. She's very, very excited about hackathons. So in the School of Computer Science, I've been there for 4 years, and I can say it's a beautiful place to work. Like, it's a very strong community. and we look after each other. We have the CS Computer Science Society, which they go out and do pub crawls and movie nights, and they also arrange hackathons together. We also have the PASS scheme, which is Peer Assisted Study, and this is an opportunity for you to come and talk to students who are in their second year. So if you're a first year and you're struggling with some of the module content, you can go and talk to a second year who has been through that experience. Or if you're a second year, you can go and talk to a third year, and so on and so on. And we won awards for it. It's a great scheme, and it's really well attended. And it's just a really good way to make new friends as well and meet second and third years. So we have a very large Romanian cohort. So we have 183 Romanians across the whole of the year. So that's first, second and third year. And this year we saw an intake of 46 Romanian students into the first year. I personally work with quite a lot of Romanian students because I run a student ambassador program where a lot of students from school will come and work for me. And I have a large amount of Romanian students that I really do enjoy working with. They're all a delight to work with and really enthusiastic. And yeah, the Romanians, I love coming over to Romania, so it's great. We also do a lot of regular hackathons, which are either student-led based or sponsored by the industry. So there's like the Google hackathon, Goldman Sachs has one, and you can travel all around the world. Like there's people that have gone to Scotland, there's people who've gone to America, and we've won some great awards in hackathons. Like we're very, very enthusiastic about hackathons. And to find out about the hackathons, if you do come to our school, is every Monday, one of our academics releases an email, and it just kind of tells you about the week coming up and what opportunities there are, anyone that's got an award, any hackathons that are going on. It's a really good little newsletter that we send out every Monday. So, how do you get in? Well, we need the Romanian Baccalaureate with an average of 9.5 overall and a 9.5 in the mathematics written exam.